Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Yay. Welcome to Sweeten the Pot of Life with Tonya. I am happy that you have found this channel or that you are revisiting me. Thank you so very, very much. Indeed. Now I'm going to ask you a question. Do you sometimes feel that it's difficult for you to bloom where you're planted? Do you feel that there are obstacles and limitations around you wherever it is that you are right now, if it's not in the place that you really want to be or in the state of consciousness that you really want to be? Well, then today's message for you is to bloom where you are planted. I watch the concrete, I don't watch it all the time, but you'll see the dandelion come up through the concrete. There are other types of flowers or weeds that come up through the concrete. They push through. There's vegetation that pushes through that concrete and moves it aside. It bloomed where it was planted, regardless of the obstacles that it was facing. Concrete is like really strong, but yet and still this vegetation, these weeds, these flowers will push through, and they'll be like blooming and enjoying the sun. Excuse me. And they'll just be having a grand old time showing themselves off to the world. It's like, look at me. I bloomed where I was planted, and if I can do it through concrete, you can do it where you are too. Sometimes we are in places that may not be, in quote, conducive to what we really want to do. We may feel, as I said, you may feel limited, okay? And if you take that energy of limitation and transform it into something different, transform the limitation into fertilizer. It's like, okay, this is what I have to work with. This is where I am right now. What is it that I can do with what I have right now? How can I better myself where I am? How can I push through the concrete of limitation and become limitless? Become totally limitless no matter where I am in this present moment. Trust me, I've been there. I know exactly what it's like. It's like, oh my gosh, I don't necessarily want to be in this particular situation right now, but it is where I am. So what do I do with that? How can I better myself where I am? How can I bloom where I am? What do I have to work with that is fertilizer for my soul? Well, the first thing I have is my mind. I can let my mind bloom. You can let your mind bloom by what you're thinking. Your thinking, feeling nature, as Reverend Ike calls it. Your thinking, feeling nature is very important. It is, I know I use that word a lot, right? Because it just is. What you're thinking, what you're feeling, what you're thinking is important to your growth. It's important to your blooming. So next time you feel that you are limited, just take a look at some of that vegetation that pushes through the concrete and use those limitations, as I said, as fertilizer for you blooming where you are planted. My mother used to say it, bloom where you're planted. Okay, there's a blessing in where you are right now in your life. Trust me on that. See the blessing, look for the fertilizer. Always look for the fertilizer. Okay? I think I might have stopped this. I'm not sure. No, I didn't. Sometimes the screen goes black. I don't know why, but I know it's still recording me, but I still like to see what I'm saying to you. But nonetheless, I wish for you only the very best in your life. I want you to use your mind to begin to bloom where you are planted, so that you can bless the world with your brilliance, because the world is waiting for your gifts. Every single solitary gift that you have, and you have more than one. You have two eyes, you got two ears, basically two hands, 2 feet, you're able to move about. All of those are gifts. So just like the gifts that you have, just think of the cells that's in your body, that's running through your body. There's a whole bunch of those. Okay, those are all gifts. They're gifts to you, and you have more than one gift to share with the world. One may be a better gift than the other, but you have a lot of them. Okay, just like the petals on a flower, just like the leaves on the trees, you have many gifts. So bloom where you're planted and have fun with your life. Yay! Life is grand, isn't it? It truly, really is. When you wake up every morning, it's grand. It's like, I'm blooming, I am blooming. Yes, I am. I'm flourishing. I'm doing what I can do with where I am and with what I have, and I'm happy with that, because that happiness and that joy that I have is going to bring more. Yes, it will. Trust me on that. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I'd, of course, love for you to subscribe. If you like what I said, definitely you can click that like button, hit the notification bell so that you'll know when I'm going to do another video, or when I've done one. Not when I'm going to do one, because you won't know that, right? But when I've done one, you can be alerted to the fact that I did one, because you pressed that notification bell, and I came up and it was like, oh, Sweeten the Pot of Life with Tonya. I got to listen to that. I truly, because I like to inspire you. I like to uplift. I like to encourage. Okay, because what I give, I receive. What I give, I receive. And we all should be inspired, uplifted, encouraged, and motivated on a consistent basis, because it's part of growth for humanity. Trust me on that. It's part of growth for humanity when people are inspired and when they're uplifted and encouraged and motivated about themselves and about their lives and about their potential. Okay? And if you don't have someone to tell you, look in the mirror and tell yourself, or come and listen to me, because that's why I'm here. Okay? Now, I also would like to tell you that my link to my book, Honey Drops, Sweeten the Pot of Life, is available on Amazon.com, and that link will be in the description, as well as the link to my Teespring store, where I have my affirmation pillows and tote bags and mugs and wall hangings. Okay, so that you can have my quotes and my affirmations right in front of your face whenever you need it. And with the tote bag, you can carry your tote bag when you go to the library or when you go to the store or wherever you're going. You have your little things in there, your tools and whatnot, and then you can carry a message that other people can see. And they too can be inspired, uplifted, encouraged, and motivated by the message that they read on that tote bag. So my Teespring link will also be in the description. And thank you for all of your support. It is so wonderful to have support in life. So anyway, until next time, I want you to know that you are loved, you are lovable, and you are loving. Be blessed and bloom where you're planted. Bloom where you're planted. Bloom where you're planted. Oh, bloom, bloom where you're planted. Bye.